guys, Ashley here with Make It With Ashley, and today is my first time ever joining a mystery envelope challenge. And this one is from Crafting with Amanda, and I was so excited to get my pieces. So the rules are I have to use at least one of the paper and embellishments that you see here. I could add whatever I want for the base page, and then I can only use black and white paper in addition to this. So this is what was really kind of talking to me. And I had the perfect photos in my stash. So I decided to frame out some white and black. Actually, I gutted them out. And then I brought in Wildberry for my base page because it matches my photos. And now I'm adding some black shimmer brush. And I'm just doing some larger, some smaller splatters. So I decided to bring in some black soot, which is the distressed oxide. Since these photos have kind of a Western feel, I wanted to have cutesy, but a little bit of like grunge added to the edge. So I thought inking is perfect. I only needed to ink the inside because the outside is going to be hidden by the black frame. So I like to use liquid glue when I'm doing a frame because then I do have a little bit of wiggle room, which I don't know about you, but I can always use. So I brought in this piece of white. This is generally my photo mat for all of it, but I am going to be doing some layering on top of it. Again, I'm doing inking the edges, and I'm trying to kind of go a little bit extreme. You can see I'm bringing it in a little bit deeper than I normally do. So this piece of, I think it was 4x6, it doesn't run that whole piece of paper, so I cut it in half, and then I found these circles to kind of hide that seam, but I even had an extra piece, so I kind of kept that aside in case I wanted to use it for something else. So you can see I'm kind of bringing in a couple circles. That's my black cardstock, and everything else on there is embellishments with the white. So they said you could bring in white, so technically that is white daisy. It's something I had stamped and I had colored recently, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. A pony, and she has a cowgirl hat on. I wanted to bring in that white daisy, but just didn't quite go with the flow, but I really liked the look of this pink piece. And you can see I end up using part of that pattern to kind of continue. So I want to have repetition in things. And so you can see with those little black squares. I then decided to cut out a title, and I wanted it to be Wild. I thought that was really fun for this, especially because she's 3. Okay, she's 11 now, but finally getting some photos. So I inked the edges of Wild, still trying to figure out that placement. And then next, after kind of gluing that down, is adding in some gems. So actually these are sequins. So I kind of glued them down in a pattern, and then what I really enjoyed doing is I then brought in my white gel pen. And I think that really kind of tied everything together. So with the sequins clusters, I kind of wanted it to look like magic was my thought. And so I kind of did these dots of it, and I added the little stars that she included in the package. And overall, I love it. Make sure to like, follow, subscribe, and catch me next time.